Hi, Mahalakshmi.
Hi, hi,
Yes,
ma'am.
welcome to the channel. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, ma'am. I'm not able to see. Yes.
Now I'm
Yes,
visible?
yes, you are visible, perfectly visible, audible.
All right. Great. Thank you for confirming that. So tell me, how is everything? How has the day been for you so far?
Yes, everything is going good and great here, ma'am. My day has been productive. I just had a session from English Yari,
Mm-hmm.
and it was over by 11 o'clock. And today here it's shut down, ma'am. So I shifted downstairs. I
Okay.
can get my network here. I don't. The battery is full in my laptop. If it disconnects, I'll join from my mobile, ma'am.
No problem. We can manage that. So how are your sessions going
Okay.
on English, Yari?
Yeah, it has been going good, ma'am. I have 20 plus sessions.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. I think afterwards, I don't think that I will do it again, that I will subscribe it again. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to complete nearly 200 sessions.
Mm-hmm.
So that is more than enough for me.
Yes, 200 is a lot, I must say. So do you have any favorite tutor or English, Ari, or you always book sessions with only one tutor?
No, I had out of the blue, I had so many sessions from
Mm-hmm.
Nandakumar sir, ma'am, and because of him, my channel and my views were going high. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought, okay, my channel is growing well, so why don't why I just can have some sessions from sir and I can
Mm-hmm.
simply live my life. So I was complacent in that manner.
Mm-hmm.
Then my friend pointed out on a particular date, see, you should not always depend upon sir. Sir
Mm-hmm.
also insisted me that you should have sessions with other tutors.
Right.
Then uh, then my change focus has
Mm-hmm.
shifted, ma'am. Now I'm having sessions from all the tutors, from Kaushubha
Okay.
sir,
Hmm.
from new tutors also. I'm getting some slots, ma'am.
Right, right. Variety gives you more exposure. So in that way, it's really good when you talk to
Correct.
different people every day. So it's definitely going to help. Okay, that's amazing. And
Correct.
what about your YouTube? As you were saying that your views are up now. So how is that going?
Not now, ma'am. When I
Mhm.
had sessions with Nandakumar sir, that
Okay.
time my all my videos got more than 1K something. So
All
I was
right.
very happy, did not do
Mm-hmm.
any hard work or any
Mm-hmm.
background work. So I was just having conversation with sir and
Mm-hmm.
posting that. Uh, then afterwards I realized, no, it is not going to work. You should improve on
Right.
yourself. So that
Hmm.
changed everything. Afterwards I started giving importance, some focus on my speaking. Now I'm getting the moderate views, moderate
Mhm.
subscriber. I'm happy, ma'am, because I
Yes.
if I get more number of views, more number of subscribers, I'm not able to give content for that, because
Hmm.
now I am a homemaker. I have to do multiple things, so I cannot fulfill their wish if they have succeeded uh, some expectation from me.
Mm-hmm. Right. I can completely understand. Our plates are already full, and then more expectations from people make us feel overwhelmed. That is so true.
Correct,
I
ma'am.
also feel that way. That is the reason I never set any expectations from my channel. I just keep going. Whatever
Correct.
I feel like. I feel like creating conversational videos, I do that. I feel like creating solo videos, I do that. So I don't keep expectations from
Okay.
myself as well in the first place because that's a bit unrealistic when you're a homemaker and
Correct.
then a tutor, a YouTuber, and a lot more, right?
Correct,
So it's
ma'am.
really difficult. Mm.
And I also don't know how to create some magics on videos. I can
Mm-hmm.
simply post some conversational videos, some solo like shorts,
Mm-hmm.
but I cannot. I can create, ma'am, but it will take time. I am not
Mm-hmm.
ready to focus on that part.
Mm-hmm.
Now my
Right.
focus is on my speaking.
Yes, yes, that's really amazing. At least you're improving. And the thing is that if people are coming to you, they are clicking on your video. So it should be for you, not for someone else. Like you
Yes,
told us that when you were speaking with Nandakumar Gopalan sir, that time your views were up, but after that it went down, right? So people
yes,
should
ma'am.
come to your channel for you. not for other people, I
Correct.
would say. They are definitely getting inspired from Nandkumar Gopalan sir, which is a great thing, cherry on the top, because he is appearing on your channel, but the main focus should be on you. So that is the thing. So even if you have limited number of subscribers, at least they are there for you. And it
Mm.
takes time. It takes time to get reach on YouTube. Sometimes people get lucky, like me. I turn lucky, I feel so. So yes, that is the thing. But sooner or later, you'll definitely get that reach
And
and that recognition.
you are intelligent as well, ma'am.
Thank you so much for
Yes.
that. That's really nice of you. So we are
Okay,
here with our idiom queen today, right?
ma'am.
And I think I'm not the only one who gave you this title. Many people talk about you that way, right? Many people call you an idiom queen because you actually use idioms so naturally in your conversations. So let's talk about that if you're up for it.
Yes, ma'am. We can talk about that.
Mm-hmm.
I was fancied towards EDM during my initial stages. I thought that, see, I did not want to concentrate on my speaking. I can
Mm-hmm.
simply add idioms in between so that everyone would think of my idioms, my new words. So
Mm-hmm.
they won't find my mistakes, grammatical mistakes. I
Okay.
had this thought and all.
To
Now
hide
I
your
have
mistakes.
completely Yes, ma'am. Now I have completely changed. See, the real growth should be there. Then you
Mm-hmm.
can include idioms in your speech, in your conversation naturally, but you cannot hide yourself just by saying some idioms.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that clarity now. Having said that, I am also focusing on idioms. It came to me naturally now.
Mm-hmm.
When during my children PTM as well, without my knowledge, I'm using some idioms. So this
Mm-hmm.
kind of way I was expecting, and it is now happening, ma'am.
Right, right. So what difference does it make to your speech? How do you feel? Do you feel confident when you use one idiom all of a sudden it comes to you naturally?
Yes, actually, it gave me the confidence. At the same time, I was worried whether she would be able to understand the meaning of that idiom or not. It is also very important. While having a conversation, the other person should also understand our way of speaking, ma'am. We
Exactly.
cannot always exaggerate our own knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
that is
That's
also a part.
Yes, that's a valid concern, I must say, because there are a lot of idioms in English, but then people might not be able to understand you if you use something out of the box, right? Let's
Correct.
suppose break a leg. So people might take it
Mm,
literally that what
yes.
are you saying? Break a leg.
Yes.
So they do take literally if they do not have knowledge of this idiom, they are not aware of this idiom, that's when it happens. I always tell my learners that you should always go for some common, widely used
Common.
idioms like piece of
Correct.
cake or keeping all the balls in the air or staying on your
Mm.
toes. These are some natural and
Basic,
common idioms
natural
used by
combinations.
many
Yes,
people.
ma'am.
So there are high
Yes.
chances that people will know these idioms, right?
Mm.
Mm,
Correct.
right.
And
And
I always now I
mhm,
have started using turned over a new leaf. See,
yes.
I considered myself as a new leaf. I turned
Mm,
over a new leaf as a content creator.
right. Mm, that's a
And
beautiful idiom.
yes, ma'am. Leaving my job and started this uh, profession, I would say, as a blessing in disguise.
Hmm. Right, right. But I want to know your point of view around this. I've seen that many people are fascinated about idioms. They want to use a lot of idioms in their speaking. But the thing is that they end up using, I would say, 5 to 10 idioms in just one go. Like they speak
Correct.
less, they talk about other things less, and talk in idioms more. So, how do you feel about that? Is this the good approach?
Ma'am, it's completely different. See, based on their perspective, we cannot judge, right, ma'am?
Mhm.
But at the same time, I had this feeling, ma'am, when I decided to use some idioms during my conversation, I was focusing on using those idioms alone. I
Mhm.
was not able to concentrate on my conversation, not able to answer them. I was just to keep on repeating those idioms in my mind. So it really affected my conversation, my train of
Hmm.
thoughts.
Right.
Uh, but we can use one or two idioms,
Hmm.
not more than that, ma'am. I consider in that way.
Right, I completely agree with that. As they say that idioms should be used as garnishing. Like your main dish is your expression, the things that you want to express, and you can garnish your thoughts with a little bit of idioms here and there. So idioms should not be overloaded. That's the main thing there.
Yes,
I
yes,
agree with
ma'am.
that. And it is also about getting your thoughts across. The other one should also be able to understand what you want to say.
Understand.
So it's not about
Correct.
impressing someone or impressing yourself in the first place. We are using idioms and we are feeling good, but what if the other person is not able to understand you? So there is no point of using idioms in that case, right? So
Correct.
it's
Correct, ma'am.
it's all about getting your thoughts across, and that's the bottom line there, right?
Correct.
Okay.
When we, if we want to give a speech in front of an audience, then we
Hmm.
can very well use some mediums, can expose our knowledge.
Hmm.
But when it comes to one-to-one conversation, we should know the level of the other
Exactly.
person. Is then we can use.
Right, right. Yes, we have to get down to their level. Not as in if somebody is fumbling, so we should also fumble. But if somebody is a beginner, so we need to
Like, yeah,
use basic language with them. If somebody is at intermediate level, we may use idioms because there are high chances that they will understand, right? So according to their level, we have to modify our speech. Yes,
yes.
that is very correct.
It happened, yes, ma'am, recently as well. When I was attending my daughter's PTM, I simply used happy go lucky child. So in order to mention my daughter, it
Uh-huh.
came out of the blue. I did not practice. I did not even think of using that idiom during
Hmm.
that speech, and it
Hmm.
came to me naturally. I was praising myself for using that idiom in the
Hmm.
correct context. So that
Right.
is what very important.
Hmm, right. So, do you have any tips around it? If somebody wants to learn a new idiom, so how should they approach learning an idiom?
Yes, ma'am. See, it should have some basic words, ma'am. That words should be used by you so many times. For example,
Hmm.
when I said this happy go lucky child, every word is somewhat
Familiar.
familiar to us.
Hmm.
Is we can use it wisely. So we don't need to give some extra pressure to understand or learn it newly, ma'am.
Hmm.
Everything is known to us, so we can choose these kind of idioms. We
Hmm.
can use these kind of idioms during our conversation.
Hmm. Right, exactly. I agree with that. One more tip from my side. Let's say the idiom is staying on your toes. So first of all,
Okay.
we can think of the literal meaning, staying on your toes. That
Mm,
means you're not
yes,
relaxed, you're not sitting properly, you're staying on your toes. So that's
those.
how we can relate the idiom with the situation. We do not have to take the literal meaning, but just to relate. Or just to remember that idiom, we can say that when you have to stay alert or when you can't simply
Mm,
relax, you have to stay alert all the time. That's when we can use to stay on your toes. And if we
those.
even think about the literal meaning, it definitely means that you're not relaxed. You're staying on your toes literally, and
uh,
you are being alert in that case, right? Hmm.
Correct. And I have
So that way
learned
also.
some new idioms recently, ma'am, like babe in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Babe in the woods means inexperienced, not aware of the circumstances.
Yes.
When you are left alone in a
Hmm.
unused manner, unused circumstance, you can use babe in the woods.
All
And I
right.
know in it my bones. I know
Mm-hmm.
it in my bones. Means you are 100% sure about that incident that is going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
So I
Right.
know it in my bones that practice makes me perfect. So
Hmm.
we can use these kind of simple idioms during our conversation.
Right.
It is going to enrich and also it is going to add some value to our conversation.
Yes, 100%. So let us practice some idioms naturally. Let me give you a
Okay, ma'am.
situation. Like we human are of a kind. If someone gives us a piece of advice, we would say that, yes, yes, I'll be careful. Like they might say that, don't do this. It might cause a trouble to you. And we say that, okay, I'll make sure I don't do this. I'll stay careful. But then we end up doing it. Then we end up making the mistake. And
Oh,
that's how we learn that, yes, that person was saying right thing and I didn't listen to him, right? So, has this ever
okay,
happened to you when you learn something the hard way?
okay.
Mhm.
It happens when it comes to my daughter. My husband always tells me that you please don't pamper our daughters I always pamper my daughters, but he is somewhat strict, ma'am. And after ending up by doing something, then he always says that, see, for this only, I said, you please don't give that much attention or love, care to our daughters. Be strict.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
in this way, it happened, ma'am.
Right, right. Then you learn from your mistake. You learn the hard way. You actually
Yes,
want to
yes.
experience the trouble, and that's how you learn. Very relatable.
Yes.
Hmm. Okay,
Okay.
let me give you another scenario. Sometimes we bite off more than we can chew,
Yes.
right? So what happens that everything looks exciting in the beginning, and then we sign up to a
Beginning.
lot of things. But at the end of the day, we feel completely drained, and then we think that why have I gotten into this? Have you ever felt that way when you felt
Even it
like
happened
"Hmm,
yesterday.
just yesterday? Hmm.
I booked yes, ma'am, 4 sessions. Uh, thank God our session got cancelled. I had
Uh-huh.
4 sessions. I was really drained up, ma'am. I was not able to cancel or some gives a reason, so I accepted
Mm-hmm.
everything. So I really bite more than I could chew yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Right,
Am I
completely
right, ma'am?
understand.
Is it correct?
Yes.
My way of using idiom?
Hmm. Right, right. This was perfect as per the situation that I really bit off more than I
Bit
could
of
chew. Hmm.
could chew. Okay.
Right, right. I can relate with that because I remember when I used to book sessions on English Yari, I would book 4 to 5 session in one go. And then the other day you would find me canceling the sessions one by one. So out of
One
excitement, we
is
do that, but later on we realize that it was just out of excitement, and then you end up canceling those sessions, right? So
correct.
happens. What about household
Yes.
chores? Has it ever happened to you in terms of household chores?
No, ma'am. So house for household chores, I allocate some time, or else I talk to myself. Okay, after having this session or after doing that work, I can concentrate that work. Or else, see, up to
Mm-hmm.
3 o'clock, I have time, ma'am, from 10 to 3, so I can do it in between. No one is here to ask me or question me.
Mm-hmm.
So it is up to my wish, but it is not in that case, ma'am. When it comes to having sessions with the
Mm-hmm.
tutors or with you people, with YouTubers like you, so I have to be present. I have to be on time even before 5 minutes.
Mm-hmm. So you manage your work pretty well. You plan
Yes, ma'am.
everything. Okay, that's great. So you're
Of
able to
course.
keep all the balls in the air in that way,
The air. Yes, ma'am. Yes.
right?
I always
Mm.
want to do my work against the clock.
Hmm. Yes, yes. See, many idioms are coming out naturally because we are
Yes,
sitting here just for
naturally.
idioms, right?
Idioms. Yes.
That's wonderful.
And yes, ma'am.
Do
Now
you
I am
also
reading a
teach?
book.
Mm-hmm. Yes, please complete that.
Teach. Yes. In that book, I learned a new idiom, like learn the ropes.
Yes, yes. Hmm.
Learn the ropes means you can start learning a different thing. You can
Hmm.
start a new experience after coming here. You can learn the ropes when you indulge yourself into that.
Hmm.
In
To learn
that book
how
I
something
came across
works, right? To learn how something
works
works.
from the starting, is from the
Hmm.
initial, is as a beginner.
Right, exactly. So can you frame a sentence for our listeners with learn the ropes?
Yes, ma'am. You no need to worry. After coming here, you will automatically learn the ropes
Hmm.
of this particular project.
Hmm, that's perfect. Yes. And if you're a new
Okay.
YouTuber, you can also say that I am posting few videos these days, maybe 2 videos a week. So I'm just learning the ropes these days.
Ropes.
Right? Hmm.
Yes, correct, ma'am. Correct.
Okay, that's wonderful.
Is go to rabbit hole. It's also a new idiom. I recently
Hmm.
came across that. So
Hmm.
whenever I want to search for a particular word, I end up by learning so many words or into so many pages, understanding so many views, nuances of that word. So
Hmm.
it means go to
To
the
dig
rabbit
deeper into
hole.
something, going down the rabbit
Something
hole.
that hole.
When we
Yes,
dig
ma'am.
deeper into something, when we get indulged into something so
Something.
much that you don't even realize, and it is often unintentional, right? So going down the rabbit
Yes,
hole.
going down the rabbit
Hmm.
hole. Yes.
Hmm.
Now I don't teach, ma'am, because I'm already full, and I have been to Toastmaster recently. I have joined as a Toastmaster.
Okay. It is for public speaking,
Uh,
I guess.
Yes, ma'am. It's for
Right.
public speaking, and it's
Mm-hmm.
also my one of my dreams, standing on a dais and giving a speech in front of the people.
Mm-hmm.
So it's been 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I'm preparing for that. Meanwhile, I'm not taking any classes as of now, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
They have got offers from two institutions as a trainer. See, for that also, one is offline class, one is
Mm-hmm.
online class, and they are asking me to take class after 8 o'clock in the
Okay.
evening. So I'm not ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
So in that way, it is going on, ma'am.
That's wonderful. So you're full with opportunities, I would say. And you're rejecting opportunities one by one, seems like.
Not
But
rejecting. Yes,
because of your current responsibility, right? That is the reason.
correct,
But
ma'am.
that means that you are well equipped with your conversational skills, with your grammar skills and English language skills. So you should feel confident about it. So whenever the opportunity comes and whenever the situation is really manageable, then you can definitely go for it, right?
I consider that I'm not 100% okay with that. See, what if uh, something happened to that tutor because of my wrong teaching? So I am in that in that alone, ma'am. I'm not able to come
Uh-huh.
out of that line. So
Hmm.
I need to focus on myself first. So after a year, I may join as a trainer, but up to that, I want to polish my skills, enrich my skills, want to rectify all my mistakes, ma'am.
Hmm. Right. It comes with experience. So definitely after
So,
1 year, you're definitely going to be at another level, right? So
yes,
you'll
thank
definitely
you,
feel
ma'am.
confident. Okay,
And
that's
even in
great.
my Toastmaster, everyone appreciated, and I took a role as a timer, and they gave me a standing ovation. That was my
Hmm.
very first time I got, not for my speech, not for my work, ma'am, but for my baby step. I
Hmm.
came forward
Exactly.
and I took a role and I performed it well. So for that, they gave me a standing ovation. It was really a wonderful day, serendipitous day for me.
Wow, that's an amazing feeling, I must say. I also want to experience that kind of feeling when people are giving us standing ovation, right? It feels great. You feel
Yes.
so confident in yourself. Mahalakshmi, do you have any questions for me?
Okay, well, in your point of view, how can we remember idioms or
Hmm.
vocabulary? And recently, I have incorporated a method for remembering idioms, ma'am, like
Hmm.
starting from alphabetical order. So
Okay.
whenever I find time, I sit in a calm place. I
Hmm.
write all my known idioms
Hmm.
from A. So A alphabetical order for
Okay.
A, B, C, D up to Z. So this method I
Hmm.
have been following. Then I shifted to content based for happiness, for
Hmm.
sad, for confidence, for new experience. So in that way, I have changed, segregating or allocating some idioms, gathering
Hmm.
idioms on that
Right.
context based.
Hmm.
So what would be your advice for remembering or using them in our conversation, ma'am? Say,
Hmm.
I could say that I know more than 50 idioms, but when it comes to speaking, I'm not able to use them in a proper way, in a proper context. So how can I use that?
Those methods are really great to recall idioms because you're sitting
Yes.
for just doing that to recall idioms and you're following a particular process in that way, which is really great. What I do whenever I want to learn any new idiom, first of all, I just write it down and then try to understand what is the meaning of that
Okay.
idiom and try to relate the figurative meaning of idiom to the literal meaning as I talked about
Okay.
staying on your toes. So I
Toes.
first take the literal meaning, try to understand the literal meaning, and then relate it with the figurative meaning. And then think of
Mm.
my own life when I can use this idiom,
Okay.
right? And that
Okay.
way it becomes really easy for me to remember because I frame
Mm.
real life examples, not bookish examples.
Okay.
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 Let's say um, walking on eggshells. Okay, so
Okay.
walking on eggshells is a really risky thing because you
Risky thing.
might break eggshells
Mm.
actually. You might break eggshells.
Mm.
So you have to be really cautious. Okay, so the
Yeah.
meaning is
Mm.
also kind of same that you have to be really
Correct.
cautious so that you don't upset anyone. So that's how we can
Mm.
remember,
Correct.
right?
Correct, ma'am.
Other than that, there are some idioms that you can't really relate. For example, a piece
Mm.
of cake. So a piece of cake, we can't really relate the literal meaning with the figurative meaning. So you just have to
Figurative.
frame some examples, not just two to three examples, but more than that, so that you remember these things. And you also have to speak
Mm,
them aloud, not just write in your notebook. Sometimes
mm,
people do that. They simply write and then they expect themselves to use these idioms in their conversation. And that really don't happen because you never spoke them out loud. Okay.
mm.
So you need to do that. And sometimes you can simply make a list of these idioms and make sure that you use it in your conversation whenever the opportunity arrives.
And I follow one more method. After going to bed before sleeping, I recall all my known idioms, vocabulary. So it is also another method of remembering.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any questions, Mahalakshmi? Any more questions?
No, ma'am, that's all. I
Hmm.
use this method also, like recalling my known vocabulary and idioms.
Hmm. Yes, that's definitely a great way to remember things. We all should do it, and it's somehow it is stimulating our brain, and that's how it works. You're putting your brain to work, and that's how we remember things, right? Okay,
Okay.
Mahalakshmi. Then let's wrap up this conversation at this very note. It was really amazing talking with you, catching up with you after so long. So it's really refreshing. How about you? How
It's
are you feeling?
really, it's really a wonderful day for me, ma'am. And see, I have been asking, I have been longing for this day now. My dream comes true this day. And thank you so much for this wonderful opportunity. I know how busy you are, how talent, and see how energetic you are, even though you are allocating some time answering me, giving importance to others and responding others. It's really a great way to learn, ma'am. Thank you
That's
so
so
much
nice
for
of you.
that. And you are allocating all your tasks, and you are giving, you are just segregating, you are pointing out your time, giving importance to all your tasks and doing accordingly. So I think that is the formula for your success.
Yes, yes, you cracked the code. All right. Okay,
Okay.
Mahalakshmi, have a
Thank you
great day
so
ahead.
much.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much.
Take care.